North Korea war threat, Trump will do everything necessary to stop punk Kim Jong-un. Has ramped up their threats to the United States after the rogue dictator warned the world that he had the nuclear button sitting on his desk, sparking fears. The U.S. president responded to the threat by insisting that there was also a nuclear button on his desk which was much bigger and more powerful than Kim Jong-un's. A former U.S. Republican governor, Jim Gilmore, has warned that the United States would not be pushed around by the North Korean regime, which could lead to potential military action. Responding to the U.S. president's warning to Kim Jong-un, Mr. Gilmore told, "If the goal here is to communicate to everybody in the world that we are not going to be pushed around by a punk, then you say something like that. The main point is this. The missile test is a provocation and we just have to keep on saying, if you are going to keep on doing these provocations, we're the ones that have the military assets, the economic assets, we're the ones who are equipped to protect our people. I think that you have to be decisive. I think that you have to make it real clear that the United States is not somebody to be pushed around, that we are very serious about our policy on this and we will do what is necessary. Frankly, our policy right now is pretty moderate. What we are doing is saying is that we are trying to handle this through sanctions and economic pressure as opposed to military action. But I think our message is crystal clear. We're not going to allow the people of the United States to be put in jeopardy by the likes of North Korea." Mr. Gilmore added that he thought his aim was to try to separate the United States from its allies such as South Korea and Japan. "I don't think the United States is going to abandon our allies or allow ourselves to be put in that kind of position," he said. U.S. Vice President Mike Pence also reiterated that the U.S. would not be bullied by North Korea as Kim Jong-un refuses to halt his nuclear program. Mr. Pence said, "President Trump has provided the kind of clear leadership on the world stage that has made measurable progress, particularly with regard to North Korea." President Trump made it clear America will not be bullied, America will not be threatened. The Hermit Kingdom has ignored calls to give up its nuclear programs and taunted the U.S. with a number of nuclear and intercontinental ballistic missile tests last year. The United Nations Security Council pushed through new tough sanctions on North Korea after its missile testing. The resolution seeks to ban nearly 90% of refined petroleum product exports to North Korea. The North Korea Foreign Ministry responded to the UN sanctions and branded them an act of war.